What's up, everybody? Sorry about the last video. Had some technical difficulties, so I had to do this all over again. But it's your boy Taboo doing another interview. I like to know what happens after these balloon changes. What happens to the people? Do they find love or whatnot? This is Sativa. I think everybody remembers this, and this is the girl. I believe she's in episode 31, and she never really found love because I get, she looks a little different. She got some tattoos. She's an artist, so I want to know what happened to her. Please like, subscribe. Try to get my followers up. I'm new to this YouTube game, so let's see what we go. See what we got. Here we go.
Welcome back to BM Talk to Them. So today we actually have Sativa joining us.
Hey,
Welcome.
girl, hey.
Hi.
Welcome in.
How you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Good,
Good,
doing
very
really good.
I see the forehead tattoo now. She covered it up really well. She must have put makeup on it or something, because it's really prominent now. And she looks a little different when you're closer up and your head on, but she still look good though.
So Sativa, obviously you actually went viral, quite a bit.
Yeah, we had you on episode 31
Episode
of
31.
Pop the Balloon or Find Love.
Right. And how was your experience on the show so far?
Yeah.
It was cool. All the girls were super nice. Just the whole experience was pretty smooth. And after, I'm not gonna lie, it was really fun. I don't know if you guys saw, but we went out to this Mexican restaurant, so it was just really nice to make connections with the other girls and stuff like that. And
That's good to that they connect with people and network. You made a friend after all that.
but yeah, it was a great experience. Nothing bad.
Yeah, so good. So, like he said, your clip on Instagram went pretty viral. I think when we were talking off camera a little bit, you mentioned it's at like 5 million now.
Yeah.
Damn, 5 million.
That's insane. And girl, that's all because you are like just a walking viral moment, if we're really being honest. Like,
Yeah, I guess my whole
from the
existence.
piercings,
Yeah.
the tattoos, like I don't even know where to start.
I know, and I always tell people
Yeah, with all that going on, she would definitely, people would definitely look. I can understand why she went viral and stuff like that.
it's a lot.
And I ain't gonna lie, I'll wait, because I was gonna say, I think when I first saw her, I thought she liked white boys, and I hate to judge, and I shouldn't be judging like that, but it is what it is.
I know it's a lot, but it's just a part of who I am. It's part of my journey, and it's just our journeys just look different, and that's just what I try to tell people. What's right for me may not be right for you, and vice versa.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
I think first things first though, there were a lot of comments like, Sativa, really? Is that her name?
Yeah, that's the part I thought that was fake, because Sativa, like the way I said in the last reaction video I did, I said there's no way this is her name.
Go ahead and clear the air. Is that your real name?
Yes, that is my
That's
given
crazy.
name at birth. So, my mom actually had got pregnant at 14 and had me when she was 15.
Okay.
And she just she says she thought it was really pretty, and it's actually
And they laughing because you know why? Well, she laughing because black people. Black people, we like the name. If something sounds good, we're gonna name our kid that. It's just it's just what it is.
It's funny. I didn't even know what my name was, how it's a type of marijuana. I didn't know that until I was in middle school, and it was because these boys were singing the Afro Man song because I got high. That was how I figured out what my name was. I went home crying, just I was devastated. I was
Man.
I'm never going by the Sativa again. I went look, I even changed my name at one point. I've had a lot of turmoil with my name because people think it's either fake, it's for fun. I changed it.
I definitely thought it was fake. I definitely did, because I was like, there's no way somebody named their kid Sativa.
No, my mom predestined me to be everything that this is.
Today, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
Okay.
no, my mom was just a young mom and from California. So
Hey, that's there it is.
Okay.
That makes a lot
Cali.
of sense.
Okay. Okay. So what made you want to come on Pop the Balloon or Find Love?
Ooh, good
well,
question.
one, I'm not gonna lie, like I have watched the show a lot, and what I really, really liked was how people kind of had an opportunity to be in front of people that they, in other terms, like wouldn't be put in front of.
That's true.
And I just thought it would like, what would be the chances that I meet someone who actually isn't like taken aback by my appearance? You
That's true. Because if I would have saw her, I would have thought like maybe she should be on that show. I think it's called Ink Masters, where all these top tattoo artists they tattoo people, and she now normally she's a beautiful woman. Nothing wrong with that, and I guess it's a lot for some people to take in. Like if she would have, now she said she was an artist, I was okay, okay, now I see it. That's why she does that. Her body is her canvas.
you know especially because for me dating has always been difficult, like once I got a little extra. I feel like people kind of have their own like view of me and stigma of me before I even have a chance to really like express myself or even have any sort of like conversation past how I look and stuff. So I just was looking kind of like for that kind of opportunity to be able to, I don't want to say plead my case, but almost just be able to show like I'm so much more than how I look.
That's true.
And I feel like your guys' show is exactly that. You're putting people in front of people that in other ways would never have met each other. So,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you said that dating has been difficult for you, right? Now,
Complicated.
obviously, so obviously the way that obviously you look right now is, would you say that is it easy for you to for guys to approach you, or do you think they're intimidated by how you look?
I would say it's kind of a mix. I feel like I get approached a lot. Um, but I also
I bet you after this though, she probably get approached a lot.
don't get approached sometimes. It kind of like depends on the setting.
Okay.
I would say at the gym, I get approached a lot. A
At the
lot.
gym?
Let's
You know,
see.
it's crazy because I always see these videos how women don't want to get approached at the gym. You know what I mean? Well, she probably gets approached, but it probably doesn't. Well, obviously, don't work because she don't got nobody right now. So maybe that's not a good place to approach somebody. I don't know.
But like, I don't really go clubbing. I don't really do a lot of social things, so I almost don't have a lot of opportunities for people to really even see me and engage with me fully, except really at the gym. So, um, but yeah, I would say people approach me thinking I'm gonna be one way, and then after they hear me talk and hear like I'm super smart, I'm like really creative, like I can do these. I'm telling you, these hands got talent. But
Hey, talk your shit.
yeah, so I don't know if that necessarily answers your question. It's kind of like I think people most of the time in real life, like obviously online it's different, but a lot of the times in real life, people aren't as taken aback by my appearance, and if they are shocked by how I look, it usually comes with a compliment. I haven't really gotten a lot of like backlash in real life, if that makes sense.
It
But I
does.
will say this, people tend
It does make sense, because, like I said, she's not a bad looking woman. It's just, how many people really walk around with a lot of face piercings and tattoos? I mean, they're out there, yes, but, how often do you see it?
to think I'm not a professional, like unless once I say I do tattoos, they're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But sometimes people have their own idea of what I may do. So, and I talk a lot, so I'm just prepping y'all. I talk a lot.
When I called you, you were surprised that
We're selected.
that you were selected.
I
Why was you surprised?
Just because, I mean, I feel like a lot of the people on the show kind of look a certain way. I think that they all look different in their own way, but it's still kind of like a similar aesthetic. I think maybe
That's
I've
true.
seen a couple girls that still kind of had more of the tattoos, more a little bit of like that alternative. I forgot her name, but there's one that's coming to mind specifically. Like she would pop her own balloon all every time.
The
Do you know who
stripper
I'm
chick?
talking about? She was like an exotic
Oh, I'm sorry.
dancer, but only did
Yeah.
that like
Zola.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's talking
oh,
about Zola. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
yeah.
Because she had the tattoo on her face as well.
Yeah,
I mean, she definitely did stand out because everybody had nobody really had the face tattoos and all the piercings she did. She was like right smack dab in the middle. I mean, the girl next to her had a sleeve tattoo, but it wasn't like as much as she has.
little one. It was so cute. But so like yeah, I just didn't think I feel like that there are a lot of like professional people that go on there, like the lawyers, the doctors, the dental assistants, things like that. I've never heard of. I mean, I guess you guys get rappers sometimes and clothing lines, things like that, but I hadn't really seen like a super. I don't even want to say super hardcore, but very more unorthodox people, but who still have like a profession. Like I still consider myself a professional. It's just I draw on people and canvases. It's just a different type, you know.
I
So
get it. I get
Yeah.
it.
So you ended up popping on, I would say mostly everyone except for one. So what is your type? Like, let's start with physically.
oh man.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've dated black guys most of my life. Like definitely a majority.
Yeah.
I've dated black men. But I don't know if they're really fully my type, so I might have like a hidden bias, if that makes sense. I'm about to
Okay.
get dragged.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
But I do like white guys more. I think white guys are kind of more my type.
Is this
Yeah, and I hate to assume that, but like I said earlier, that's what I thought. And mind you, that was just based off of kind of the look and how she kind of talked. And you should never assume that about somebody. I apologize, but that's what I thought too.
as of recent or is
Yes,
it always
as of recent. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So
Why is that?
Yeah, why'd it change? What's caused the shift?
oh my god.
Uh-oh.
I dated a white guy, and it was just honestly, he treated me like I've never been treated before.
Damn.
So, yeah, and then like it's just I kind of like
Black man, we lost another one. Come on, man. We got to do better. Come on, man.
liked it, was into that, and now I just kind of like that. But and I know on the show you guys don't ever really have like white
That's true.
guys and people on there.
I don't see it.
But which is fine. I'm not against like dating black men. I would just say my actual particular type at this stage in my life, like currently, is definitely like white.
I guess for her, it's like whoever she vibe with. I get it. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with like having a different preference and all that other stuff. It's whoever she vibe with. That's not to take away from black dudes. Just, that's who she like.
Country, like blue collar, hands on, guns type of stuff. So
So let me ask you a question. So looking at this show, why did you think that
You would find your type there, right?
right?
Good question.
I still like black guys. Like it's not like I'm against dating black guys. It's just like say if I was like walking down the street, I might look at the white guy in a trucker hat first, but I'm not against dating black men or anything like that. And again, the white guy thing is definitely a more recent thing. Yeah, I guess that's just what it is.
Whoever she
But I
vibe
don't really
with.
think that deep into it. So it's not like I'm like die hard white guy or die hard black. It's kind of like I've just been thinking the white men look good. But they're
That's what
still,
it is.
black men are still handsome. They're still attractive. They still have a lot to offer. Nothing really takes away from that. So I guess that would be my answer for that. that I wasn't like, oh, they're not gonna have a white guy, so I'm not gonna like. It's just if I matched, I matched. If I didn't, I didn't. So
Yeah, whoever you
So
vibe with.
when you came on the show, say for instance you come on the show and you match with a black guy, right? Would you say that you are willing to make it work fully because knowing that they're not really like your typical type right now?
oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Again, at the end of the day, it's how we connect and kind of that vibe and our interests and stuff like that. And I think
Yeah, like I said, whoever you vibing with. I get that. And that's how the world should be, really. I know, love black women. I do. And I've only ever dated black women. So, if you vibe well with somebody and they make you happy, you make them happy, it is what it is.
think a lot of my interests just haven't aligned with a lot of the black guys that I've dated. I think it's kind of like that simple for me. In that regard. But yeah, like if I would have matched with someone and our interests aligned, like the skin tone isn't gonna deter me from that, It's just more so I guess I just like white guys.
Just like the
now.
person. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you
Yeah,
go.
but-
Yeah, you like the person. Like skin color should always come afterwards, really. But that is the first thing we see, unfortunately.
Still the quality of character trumps, any of that. So
Very true.
yeah.
So sativa, you actually sent us some pictures of what you actually look like.
Oh, here we
Before.
go. Here we go.
And I actually want to put some of these pictures up so everyone can see.
Go ahead.
So, as you can see, this is how she looked.
Okay.
Like before.
Or the tattoos and the piercings
Oh
on the
gosh.
face.
The things
I
people
wonder, I wonder if she's mixed with something. I mean, is she just, she all black? She mixed with black and white? She's Spanish? I wonder what it is.
So, yeah, this is how she looked. Now, I want to ask you, right?
Yeah.
What made you get into this type of stuff?
That's a very
Like,
good question.
the piercings, the tattoos all over your body. Like, what made you really get deep into it?
I think my reasoning has kind of changed over time, which is kind of like a trip to me. And I think that's just a part of just how we grow. I think our intention changes. But it really all started when I actually started to tattoo. So I worked for I've had like a variety of different type of jobs, but the most recent job I had, but like before I started tattooing, I had got fired because I was just like too much. That's what she said. Like I was wanting a whole art wall, getting paintings donated. I just was doing too much for what she was trying to do. So I got fired from that job. And I told myself, I was like, well, I'll just never work for anyone again. And I just door dashed. So I was like, as long as I make $30 to $50 a day, I'm good. And then I was like, wait, I could draw logos for people, So then I started to do just like $50 logos. And then one day I was like door dashing, and there was just tattoos, hardcore. And I was like, I'm just gonna try it, see what happens. And then
I respect it, though. It's nothing like being your own boss. Like, that's what I'm trying to do. Now, I think that's what everybody's trying to do, especially after pandemic. Nobody wants to work for anybody anymore. So I respect that.
And I just like my whole life changed, like I was never broke again. I really have been on a self-healing journey just from a lot of what my life has been. And I know that may sound like I'm saying I got the tattoos out of trauma, but I honestly got tatted and pierced up in my most healed point,
Respect.
And honestly, I had pictures of like girls who had piercings, tattoos, tongue splits, multicolored hair. Like I had tons of pictures in my phone growing up. I just every time I dated someone, they wanted me to be like a certain type of look, and it just was never who I was. So once
At the end of the day, you definitely gotta be yourself.
actually became single and was on like more of my career and self exploration, I just realized that I am more expressive. I am a little unorthodox. I am a little extreme. Um, but that's I guess that's what it is for me. But and also tattoos and piercings have been a part of like our history and ancestry in almost every type of ethnicity, from
That's
black
true.
culture, African culture, to indigenous native culture, to even like Viking age. Like tattoos and adornments have been a representation of like status, and like whether you were a warrior, a general, a medicine man, or all those things are such huge representations. So I think it's actually kind of crazy the judgments that tattoos and adornments get when these are like indigenous practices. These are things that, and I know when, even if people want to bring up the Bible when it comes to Leviticus, in the sense of like you can't worship other gods like through scarification and things like that, like that is completely different than what it is, the intention is that we use for it today, if that makes sense. So I don't know if that
I
was
get that. I
a good
understand.
answer, but I could talk about
Okay.
it forever. So
Hey y'all, thank you for watching. I break these up in parts because, these balloon challenges and interviews, they last for about an hour, and people nowadays don't have much of an attention span. So thank you for watching part 1 of the interview. I will chop this up and do part 2. What I take out is definitely be yourself. I admire her for doing her own thing and not worrying about society. Please like, subscribe, so I can make more of these videos. I'm trying to be my own boss too. Shoot. I'll see you guys next time.